Hello everybody, it's Philip from MDF2 and this is our week 3 project where we're capturing images and movies and displaying the photo album. Now I did run into some issues as iOS 8 seems to have some problems with the UI image picker. Even their own Apple documentation on the UI support image picker has this same problem. But we did overcome it and this is the end result. So let's show you how it works really quick. We can go ahead and click on capture image. I so happen to have a nice handy dandy little mask here. And there's our handy-dandy little mask. We're going to go ahead and take a picture of it. Voila. We can, zoom around, move. Let's say I want to zoom into one of his whiskers there. There we go. We're zoomed into one of the whiskers. I can click Use, which will take me to my side-by-side view, the snapped image at the top and my edited image at the bottom. And if I'm happy with that, I can click Save, which will tell me that it has been saved. You'll also see in a moment that it goes away. My saved image. And I can also capture a little movie as well. Hello, little movie. Let's go ahead and just take a picture of you. And so we are recording, as we can see here. Hello, little mask. Look at those cute little eyelashes you got going there. But we'll go ahead and stop that. And I can go ahead and use video. And you notice that it does save. If I click on Photo Album, I get the nice little photo album here where I see the original image that I took, which is that one right there, as well as the cropped image that I took, which is that one right there. And just to verify that it did indeed save my lovely little video, there's my video right there. Press play. And so we are recording, as we can see here. Hello, little mask. So there you go. So it did play without an issue as well. So let's go back to our app. And that is that. So let's go ahead and take a look at the code and we'll see what we talked about in regards to some challenges here. So here is the main interface. We have our primary user interface here. We have our secondary interface there for the snapped images, which is just 2 image views with some UI views that are overlaid and some buttons there. I do want to draw your attention to an additional change here. This is a UI image view here. We are using user-defined runtime attributes that allow us to set our corner radius and our mask to bounds, which allows us to have that nice little rounded rectangle look on our application. So I wanted to show you guys that as well. But if we come over here to the view controller, let me hide that, and we take a look at this little image right here. It says, snapshotting a view that has not been rendered results in an empty snapshot. Ensure your view has been rendered at least once before snapshotting or snapshot after screen update. Now the funny part is, even on the Apple documentation for this, which I think actually I have it closed, I do, it has the exact same error. Before I actually took it into account, I had to go ahead and get nothing but black images back. In fact, it wouldn't record anything. It was absolutely an annoyance. And the way that I had to get around that was to come down here. And we have our picker controller. We set it to a global object. And then we're basically going to handle all of the picker controller controls ourselves. So we have our take photo here. We take our photo ourselves. We finish the updates ourselves. And we're doing absolutely every single piece of that ourselves. But this right here saved our lives. Even though we still get the snapshot warning, we are able to dismiss the current view that we're on, which is that little edit view we saw. It dismisses it first, and then it displays our next view. Without that, the picker just exploded. Don't ask me why, it just did. I have tried everything in the book, from setting a global object, to calling it back on an async stack, to decentralizing the call, to working on a delegate, to using notifiers, to making my own form sheet, to using my own XIB, to use my own frame overlay, just like Apple does, and I still get the same error. It's a bug with iOS 8, and I'm hoping that they can get it fixed soon because it's a very annoying bug. But we also have our snapped edit VC right here, which doesn't actually have a lot on it. But we do have some of the view controller classes that we saw in class here as well. Did finish saving original image and did finish saving image with errors. I actually decided to separate this out to 2 individual controls simply because we have to save both images, the original and the edited, in order to get credit for class. You know, guys, it was a painful process working with this controller view. It was such a headache. But one cool thing is I got to learn a lot about notification controllers, the notification center. You can set your own observer right here, which is what I did. Default center, add observer, selector, set notification text, and I can name it set notification text. And then in one of my other little views over here, I can trigger that control by posting notifications, set note of text, passing a dictionary object to it, and that's a great way of not having to use a delegate to pass information from the second controller back, and it just works out wonderfully. That's how you saw those nice little saved messages come up on my screen. Well, this was fun. I hope you guys like it, and you have a great week.